In Akwana, my people, ya cookie, the surfing now. Nagode o.
Haja, he tied this also come out.
Yeah, I'm not agile, not agile.
So it was the next day in the morning. We stepped out to see what the city had for us after having a beautiful night rest. We started off by passing through Kaduna Polytechnic. Kaduna is popularly known as the center of learning because of the numerous educational institutions located in the state. The state has from Kaduna State University, Defense Academy, Greenfield University, Air Force, National Teachers Institution, and a whole lot of other institutions. Did you know that the word Kaduna is said to be a corruption of the Hausa word for crocodiles? Does that mean that Kaduna has a lot of crocodiles there? Please let me know. We passed through their National Blood Service Agency, which is a place where people go there to donate blood, which is in turn sent to the different hospitals in Kaduna to save lives. I was truly impressed by that, to know that they have a place where they run all the necessary tests on the blood, they make sure it is pure before they go and deposit it at the hospital's blood bank. That's really, really interesting. Now, another thing I noticed driving through the streets of Kaduna is the fact that it is a very, very clean city. You do not find pieces of papers littered around by the sides of the road. See, it is well organized, planned, and clean. Most of the banks you'll find in the other states, they do have them in Kaduna. At this point, we're driving through the central bank, and I was like, so is this where they're keeping all their money in Kaduna? So this building is their central bank. Their city has good infrastructure network, and I heard that it was upgraded by the administration of Governor Nasi El Rufai, where he made an underpass, flyover structures, and street light facilities. The city is influential as it holds headquarters of various political, military, and cultural organizations, especially in northern Nigeria. At this point, we're at the market area. We had to look for somewhere to park and walk into the market. You all know if you go somewhere, markets are one of the places we love visiting. Tell me why they're selling meat like this in the market. Anyway, that was at the entrance, so we walked inside. Opposite the market, you have this beautiful building. I hear it is a mall, but we did not enter inside. Focus was the market. Now let's talk about the economy in Kaduna. Kaduna is a major industrial center in northern Nigeria, manufacturing products such as textile, machinery, steel, aluminium, petroleum products, and bearings. But however, the textile industry has been in decline due to recent Chinese imports and factory closures caused by years of neglect across many administrations. We saw the red dates, which was very strange to us, and of course we had to try it out.
What are these?
These dates now. Is it not dates?
What's this? Where don't know, sir.
Devino. These are what they call Devino.
Is it the same like this one?
Yes, it's the same but different species.
Devino dates.
Yes.
I want to taste.
Go ahead, you can taste.
Kaduna manufactures things such as plastics, pharmaceuticals, leather goods, furnitures, and televisions. Agriculture is also a major industry here, and as such, the Bank of Agriculture has its headquarters in Kaduna. Some of their main agricultural exports include cotton, peanuts, sorghum, and ginger. One thing I noticed while moving in the market is the fact that their roads inside the market are actually really large and are tarred, so you can find cars, kekes, bikes moving inside the market. This is not familiar where I'm coming from. Roads in the markets where I'm coming from are usually very small and jam-packed with human beings, not even cars or kekes or anything. We saw this northern snack called kuli, which is very similar to what we have in Cameroon, but the major difference is in the shape. Ours in Cameroon is like in thin stripes, long and dry. Theirs is flat. If you know, you know, you get the drift.
You don't like it?
Does it have pepper?
Yeah, there's ginger in it. No, ginger and pepper.
That one hot
You don't like spicy food? Hey,
After eating it, I drank lots of water because one, the sun was hot, and secondly, it left a hot sensation aftermath taste in the mouth. Apparently, it's a thing to find people selling different parts of a cow like this in the market in Kaduna. I don't know exactly which cow parts are these, but I'm guessing that they should be like the cheaper version of cow meat. Did you know Kaduna has a branch of Nigerian Stock Exchange? Let me know down in the comment section if you knew or you're just hearing it for the first time. Now, what I saw with my two kuru eyes moving in the market is the fact that Kaduna looks like they are the major or one of the major people who distribute rice across Nigeria, or maybe northern Nigeria to be precise, because there was this whole section that we passed by which has just dealers of rice. Like you'll find different brands bag of rice along the road. So in my head, I was wondering, is it that Kaduna actually farms and produce this rice, or they just import them? Please let me know down in the comment section if you know. I do know that there are areas in Nigeria that produce rice, so I don't know if Kaduna is one of those areas, but the production cannot match up the demand in the market, so that's why they tend to import rice more. Please let me know if Kaduna is one of them. Automobile manufacturing also remains an important part of Kaduna's economy. The Peugeot Automobiles Nigeria has an assembly plant in Kaduna. Also, the Kaduna Refining and Petrochemical Company, one of Nigeria's 4 main oil refineries, is located in Kaduna. It is supplied by a pipeline from the Niger Delta oil fields. I had no idea Kaduna is this important in Nigeria's economy, and it's this big even. This market by itself is so large. Oh, did I mention that we are at the central market? Yes, the Kaduna Central Market, and it is large. It is so big, you can literally find everything that is sellable in this market. We were moving about looking for a place where they sell food so we could try out an authentic northern dish, and they directed us to this place. Now, on getting here, the population I saw, I was just like, what's happening here? Like, why this population? You find people washing their plates, people standing just to be served. We stood for a while, and almost the population seems like it was not going to clear up anytime soon. So I was tired. See me sweating under sun. I'm like, everything is not supposed to be a struggle. Food too should not be a struggle. So let's cuckoo go. We stood here for a while and the population was not clearing. So we just decided to continue our movement in the market. So we did not succeed to try out the meal at that point. Another thing with Kaduna is that they have a huge textile industry here. I had mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but this is me just reiterating it again. If you're looking for any particular fabric in this life, I think you'll find it here, because we went to a couple of their fabric shops and farm. See, I was blown away. The amount of fabrics, like the textures and everything. I'm like, why was I undermining this town? Now, it was at this place that I actually saw different jean fabrics, like different qualities, different grades, all jean fabrics. I was blown away. I have seen clothing brands that deal just with jean clothes, so I used to wonder in my head, like, how do they have their supply of that material? Is it not scarce? I used to think that it's such a hassle to get jean material, like it's not common. When I go to the market, I don't see it anyhow, but I have seen their plug, like your tailor's plug, like I have seen their plug. This is where they come and buy all those jean fabrics that I used to look at it like it's magic, that they used to have all those fabrics to sew all those beautiful jean clothes. Yeah, this is where they come and buy it. See, anything you're looking for when it comes to textile, I think you will find it in Kaduna. They have all these beautiful fabrics that people use to sew these two-piece clothes that they'll come and kill us with price. I've seen your plug, where you guys buy from. An honest review here, now I respect Muslims more when I see them in these hijabs. Like the heat I was feeling while moving in this market. And then looking at them wearing these long hijabs covering from their heads down to their bodies, their hands. I'm like, how do you guys cope in there? Like, are you not sweating? Is it I'm the only one who is feeling this heat, or they are not feeling the heat they are used to with the temperature? Because I don't get how they are so comfortable covering, like, heat would finish me. Only this small one I was covering, I was sweating. The sun, the temperatures there, and then to be covered. No, I respect them. I respect them. You see them covering themselves like that despite the temperature. It means their beliefs really, really strong to warrant them do that, because I can't. Like, my can't cannot. But anyway, that's that for that. Then we saw this street food. Uncle Alex told us it's called gurasa. From the first sight, I thought it was like masa and suya, but he's like, nope, it's different. It's not entirely that. It looked like that, like it looks like the rice cake stuff. This thing he's slicing, and then I saw him adding cabbage into it. I'm just like, is that not masa? Because I know they add cabbage to the suya. It's like, no, it's different. This one they add like the pepper, they add oil, things, and it is called gurasa. We did not have the opportunity to try it. For some funny reason in my head, I just felt like it's almost the same thing as masa, or just like a slight difference from a masa. So I'm like, I've tried that already. At this point, we're done with our market waka waka. We just got into the car and we're heading out of the market. The heat I was feeling, I had to bring down the glass of the car, and I was still trying to vlog. I was like, they should not come and drag my phone here in this market. And apparently they said Kaduna is relatively safe like that there was just a section in the market where that could happen, but ordinarily you will not find somebody that would like drag my phone from the window. But still yet, the Cameroonian in me, I'm just like, it could still happen. You could have one crazy human being who will drag my phone. But however, I was still vlogging here. Now, I know from the last video, a couple of you said it was not compulsory for Vicky and I to tie our heads like that, but it was our choice. We knew it wasn't compulsory, but that just makes vlogging easier for us, because as content creators, when you blend into the environment, it's easier to create content that way. When you're looking strange and foreign and you're carrying a camera about in people's faces, they are more aggressive. But when you look somehow like them, they tend to be more receptive towards what you're doing. So that's why we chose to cover our heads. We were heading towards NEPA roundabout, and this is NEPA building. I was like, such a big building for NEPA alone. If you stay in Kaduna, please let me know, is NEPA doing a good job? Because their building is reflecting seriousness, like we're not out to play, we're doing good stuff here. So if you live here, let me know if you guys have good NEPA supply of electricity. Now, despite Kaduna being a northern state, the ratio of Muslims to Christians is almost equal, and they live happily together. Most Christians live in southern Kaduna and the Muslims in northern Kaduna. We were in the southern part of Kaduna, and I feel like you still have a lot of Muslims in this part, but however, they are peaceful, and I hear that the Muslims in this part are not as rigid and strict as the Muslims you will find in the northern part. I heard in the year 2000, Kaduna experienced a riot which was known as the Southern Kaduna Crisis, which was mainly between Christians and Muslims over religious and ethnic issues. They said the introduction of Sharian law is what caused the riot. I tried looking up on Google to understand what this particular law was all about, but they did not give me like a particular definition of the law. So please, if you're watching me and you know what the Sharian law was all about, let me know down in the comments section. Another thing that stirred up the tension was the Fulani herdsmen crisis, as well as the growing tide of banditry. So the Christians were mostly farmers, and the Fulani herdsmen would bring their cattle to graze on their farmland, thereby destroying their crops and hence the riots. Now we stopped at this place to get suya, and oh my god, can you see how juicy this suya is? See water dripping. See the suya. This suya is the best suya I've eaten so far in Nigeria. I feel like I can come visiting Kaduna again just to eat this particular suya. It's ram meat suya, and now ram meat all of a sudden is my favorite kind of suya. For me, ram meat is just sweeter, it's juicier, everything and more compared to cow meat suya. Now the problem with this my newfound love is that how can I go and fall in love with something that I cannot easily have back in my country? I'm based in Limbe, and finding ram meat suya in Limbe is just like mission impossible. But however, I enjoyed this soya. It was so juicy. It was tasty. Ha! Somebody tell me if these people have like coolers in their hands to use their hands, their bare hands to cut hot meat. This soya, best suya. If you're in the same WhatsApp group like me who prefers ram meat suya to cow meat suya, please let me know down in the comment section. Let me know my family members. Overall, Kaduna is giving this calm, chilled vibes. It's not so rowdy, and they said since after the crisis they had in the year 2000, since then there have been no crisis again. Both Christians and Muslims have been living happily ever after since then. It's the blend of beliefs for me. Everybody is jejely facing their front and not having a other person's time. This is what peace and harmony truly looks like. At the end of the day, we are all one. Be it God's children or Allah's children, we are all human beings. Now you'll find a lot of rams being transported in the course of this video because it was a day to their feast. I was just like, they are going to slaughter you people. The peace and calmness I enjoyed in Kaduna is making me want to visit Kano as well. Please let me know down in the comment section if Kano is safe enough for me to come to. I hear not all northern states are safe enough, especially for foreigners. Please let me know if Kano is safe enough for me as a foreigner to visit. On that note, I'm going to see you all unfailingly by the help of God on my next one. Please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, don't let your village people succeed with you. Please subscribe, okay? Bye.